This video is meant for engineers and technical specialists only. Do not watch if you don't like having fun or don't like to learn. Thank you.
Hi! Today we're here to talk about workplace communication, or as I like to call it, tech talk. There are 4 components to tech talk. The first is attire, second, organization, third, connecting with the audience, and fourth, demos and visuals. Let's take the pants off this tech talk and go right into attire.
Long John, how's it going today?
Really, Sam?
What the hell was that? That was awful. Obviously Rob is an executive and he's wearing khakis and a polo. Sam shows up to give this presentation, he should be in khakis and a polo. There's a time and a place for everything. Certain times you can dress casually, other times you can't. Don't be like that Sam Johnson, be like this Sam Johnson.
Good morning, Mr. Long.
Good morning, Sam.
Let's look at Sam's organization skills.
So I've been working on a few things. Let me just get these out real quick. Okay, so here are a few charts that I have for you. If you want to take a look at these, and just give me your thoughts on that.
Sam, what are you even talking about?
Well, you see this right here is,
What in the name of Colonel Sanders selling quinoa was that? You can't come to a presentation and not be prepared. When you come to a presentation, know what to say and when to say it.
Mr. Long, I've been running some numbers on our current paper cutter and I think it's time to upgrade.
So now that Sam's come this far, he has to explain his results to Rob in a way that not only he understands, but in a way that he finds the information important. It doesn't make sense to go to your executives or administration and explain the mathematical methods in which you use to arrive at your discoveries. Instead, just explain the results. That being said, be ready for any questions. When giving these proposals, you should follow the connection guidelines, which are these. The proposal, what is it? Get right to the point. We did this in the organization phase. The problem, is this really a problem? How long has it been a problem? How can you prove that it's a problem? Time, how long will it take to install or implement whatever you're going to do? Operations, how does this affect the operations that already go on? Will this disrupt flow of the processes you already have in place? Savings, that's pretty self-explanatory. Are you well, it's self-explanatory in a sense, but it's not always money. Sometimes it's energy, sometimes it's labor, sometimes it's cash. Staying relevant and concise is very important. You're going to lose your audience if you don't do that. And as I said before, be ready for any questions.
Mr. Long, I think you'll appreciate some of the ways that this new paper cutter will help our company. I've been running some numbers recently and I've noticed that the new machine would help us save energy, it would increase production, and the tooling costs will also go down. The blades which we want to use are tungsten alloy, and the blades which we are currently using are aluminum.
I don't know, Sam. We get along just fine right now. Our production is sufficient and our quality is good. Will the new machine be worth it?
Yes, sir. If we sell the old machine, the energy savings and the increased efficiency will pay off in 10 years. The new blades will last 6 months longer, which is a 50% longer lifespan. We will save $5,000 in tooling costs per week and $3,000 per week in energy savings.
Can we install it without shutting things down for too long?
Yes, if we buy the machine before teardown, it'll only take a couple of days to install.
All right, Sam, that's pretty convincing. We'll look into it.
Sam did a good job. He hit most of the connection guidelines. He was very clear about what the proposal is, a new machine. He was clear that the problem was actually in the blades. Furthermore, he discussed how the operations would only be down for a short amount of time. He talked about the savings and that there could be clear savings in energy and tool cost. And most of all, he was clear and concise. When using visuals to help present your technical information, you want to make sure you use things that aren't deceptive and make sense to the topic you're talking about. Here we have the old machine and the new machine. And the 3 things we're looking at are the labor cost per $100,000, the tooling cost per $100,000, and the energy cost per $100,000. The energy is the orange, the tooling is the gray, and then the labor is the turquoise color here. If you look at the 2 graphs, this is the new one, this is the old one, you get the idea that labor costs have somehow gone up. That's not true at all. Labor cost has actually stayed exactly the same. The difference is pie graphs show a percentage of all the costs in the system. So the percentage of labor cost over here has gone up. However, the cost entirely is actually less because you have a smaller tooling cost and a smaller energy cost. You just can't tell from a pie graph.
This is an example of a good visual aid. It still compares the two machines, but now it's in one graph. The orange is the new machine and the blue is the old machine. And as you can see, we save $5,000 from just the tooling cost alone. It's not deceptive, it's very easy to understand. The examples provided don't encompass all types of technical communication or all situations. However, what we've taught you can be used in all circumstances. Let's review Tech Talk. Sam?
With a tire, you may find yourself in a circumstance in which you are not required to be in uniform. Make sure you dress for the environment in which you will be communicating in. No one will listen to the bad Sam Johnson.
With organization, come prepared. People don't have time for your abstract thoughts, especially when you're dealing with matters outside of their field.
With connecting with the audience, follow the connection guidelines. What are you proposing? What's the issue? How long will your proposed solution take? How might this affect other operations? What are the savings? Be relevant and concise, and above all, be ready for questions. And lastly, with demos and visuals, make sure the information is easy to understand and does not deceive the viewer. Thank you for watching Tech Talk. This has been an English 314 production. Please contact Prashant Rajan with any issues regarding the previously shown film.